So here's a review on Bioshock 2. Finally took me months to beat it because I was just so busy and I got kind of annoyed with the game. Not really, just it's you're gonna hear about everything in this review. So with Bioshock 2, the pros I would say is you can use your abilities and plasmids along with your gun and weapon. The controls are a little bit off. You may have to program your mouse, use some programmable keys. You're probably going to be going into the key bindings area because the controls are a little bit different than the first one. I mean, eventually you get used to it. It's still kind of slower. The graphics have slightly improved, just better water physics, some other stuff. There's characters from the first game that kind of make an appearance, so they try to touch home with that. But the story it's not as good as the first one. It's definitely a good game. It's just it's clunky when you're using the Big Daddy suit, because that's who you get to play as. You get to play as one of the Big Daddies. You don't get the wrench, which the wrench was pretty powerful and a good weapon in the first game, and you just don't get that. You get a bunch of slow, clunky items. You also move slower, so running and going across levels is a little bit boring. You capture and harness the little sisters, and they will help you out, and you can pretty much watch over them while they're I forgot what the term is, when they're sucking the atom out of the dead people, the little angels. So you get to do those challenges and get extra points. But there's not really that epic of a boss battle at the end. It's kind of sporadic. The game, like I said, it's worth playing if you like the first one because it does take place in Rapture. But other than that, I mean, if you're just not a hardcore Bioshock fan, then I would say skip the game. It's good. It's not as creepy. They don't have a lot of the famous catchphrases and stuff that you'd have in the first game, but you get to use both abilities, your gun and your plasmids at the same time, which makes it more fun and interesting. So, this game, would I recommend it? Oh yeah, the story is a little bit shorter too, but it seems like it takes longer because the story is actually kind of more boring, kind of creepy. Oh yeah, don't harvest any of the little sisters. That's just some advice. Like the first one, you get alternate endings if you only harvested one, and you still get the good ending. But apparently there's like 7 or 9 or 6. There's many multiple endings for Bioshock 2. So you screw everything up based on the choices that you make, and there's like a lot of choices based on if you kill people or spare people's lives. It's kind of graphic, but would I recommend it? If you're a big Bioshock fan, you really like the place of Rapture, then yeah, sure, go ahead and do it. If the first one was kind of for you, then definitely don't do the second one. So I mean, I have Bioshock Infinite. I will probably be playing that soon. I'm trying to hold off because I got a 4K TV, and that game just looks like it would be meant to be played in 4K just based on its art style, and my laptop isn't strong enough. So once I build a desktop, that's when I may do it. So I'm kind of holding off on installing Bioshock Infinite, but right now I'm playing Mirror's Edge and about to beat that, and so I should be doing a review on that and hopefully doing some little funny time trials and quick reviews and some interactive stuff and gameplay footage versus just these reviews. So subscribe if you want to see more reviews and if you want to see some more gameplay footage.